Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making shakshuka. I'll tell you more about what it is in a little bit, but let's go ahead and get started with cooking. So first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and put the heat on a medium to high. Didn't clean my stove this morning. We're gonna put about 2 tablespoons of butter in here. Let that melt. So shakshuka is a very, very delicious breakfast or brunch item. It's a North African dish, but a lot of cultures make it now. And you might already know about it, but a lot of folks that I know and talk to have never heard of it before, but you definitely should have heard of it because it is delicious. So basically the basis of it is tomatoes and red peppers, and it's this delicious, slightly spicy red sauce basically that you make up, and then you poach eggs inside of that sauce. It's really, really delicious. And you can choose to use canned red peppers and canned tomatoes if that's what you prefer or that's what you have access to, or you can use fresh tomatoes and fresh red peppers. So today I'm doing a little bit of both. So the first thing, as usual, is we're gonna get this started with our onion and garlic. So this is 1 medium onion, 3 cloves of garlic. Since I'm using fresh red pepper today, I'm gonna be adding the red pepper at this point as well because I want it to get really nice and loosened up and softened up. So that's why I'm adding it here. If I was adding canned red peppers, I would hold these back a little bit until my onions and garlic are done. All right. So we're just gonna let this cook down for a couple minutes. Welcome back, guys. So this has been cooking for probably about 3 to 4 minutes. I just turned the heat down a little bit before you came back. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my spices in here. This is just where I like to add them. You can also add it after you add in your tomatoes. We're gonna do some salt, about a teaspoon, some black pepper. Really should have had these things uncapped before I started adding them. About half a teaspoon of black pepper. Gonna add a little bit of turmeric. I just add this in because anything that's sauce based, I like to add a little bit of turmeric in just to get the health benefits from it. It's not an essential part of the dish though. And then some smoked paprika, which is kind of an essential part. So make sure you get some good smoked paprika. About half a teaspoon of both of those, the turmeric and the smoked paprika. About half a teaspoon of dried parsley. And about 1/4 of a teaspoon, more to taste, of cumin. And then the last thing I'm gonna add in here is some dried Aleppo pepper. So about 1/4 of a teaspoon of that as well. You can also use chili powder or cayenne in place of that. Or if you have some harissa paste or chipotles in adobo, something like that, you can interchange that. You just want it to have some kind of a spicy element to it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in my first can of diced tomatoes. Normally I would use crushed for this, but diced is all I had in my pantry, and that's perfectly fine. And then my second can. So either 2 15-ounce cans or 1 28-ounce can would be good for this. And now we're just gonna go ahead and let this cook down a little bit longer. After it's cooked for a little while, I'm gonna give it a taste just to make sure all the seasonings are on point. If it needs anything else, we'll add it in. And I'll bring you back when I'm ready to add the eggs. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so this has been bubbling away for a little while, as you can see by the splotch on my stove. So we are ready to go ahead and put our eggs in here. So you just want to make, technically they tell you to make a little well for it, but I mean, you kind of can. I usually just let it sit on top of this, honestly. I find it a little bit easier. So make sure your ingredients are around there good. Make sure that you do taste test this, like I said, before this point, because this is kind of where your finish is gonna be. You just wanna put this on a simmer at this point. Okay, so we're just gonna crack our eggs in one at a time here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit, this is totally optional, you do not have to have this, but I'm just gonna take a little bit of smoked sea salt and top it with that.
Another one?
No, you don't need another egg, honey.
Aww.
And then we're gonna just put a lid on this and just gonna keep an eye on it and let that simmer until the whites start to solidify there. Okay guys, welcome back. And there is our finished eggs. You can let these cook for as long or as little as you want. I let them cook for, I think, 2 to 3 minutes while simmering, and then I turned off the heat and let them sit for about another 2 minutes. Now for topping this off, which is the fun part, I like to use some green onions and some chopped either parsley or cilantro, whatever you have available. And also something that's really good on this is avocado, if you have that. And if you like to top it with cheese, feta cheese is really good, or goat cheese, anything that's like crumbly. So there we go. That is our shakshuka. It is going to be a really delicious breakfast. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like below. Bye-bye.